Slap could be in. Yes! 1-0, Andy Sayer. Well, a Swansea defence just watched as Sayer just got in there and flicked that wide. Hopefully, Bracey, we have the opening goal of the season. 54 minutes gone. Andy Sayer strikes. It's Orient 1, Swansea 0. Ian.
Well, that's Orient's first shot on target, and as we've been talking about Andy Sayer and his contribution to the game so far, I think it's only fitting that it was him that scored.
Good work there, Howard. Little cross coming in, and there's Sayer again! Oh, Harvey, is it? Lee Harvey, the scorer. A fine header. Lee Harvey makes it 2-0. 62 minutes gone. It's Orient 2, Swansea 0. Let's fight it over. Comes right across the face of the goal. Chip back in there again. Harvey's header. Sitton. Squares it to Hales. Another deep looking cross. Harvey's in there! What a third goal is Steve Castle. He found the space. And surely now the game's safe. 69 minutes gone. It's Orient 3, Swansea 0, and Danny Carter about to come on. And Greg Berry is coming off. Oh, it's a good flick, and it's just poked away there in the end by Murray.
First corner they get to the far post.
And indeed, Orient's got a man down here. It's John Sitton. But it's not John Sitton. Just trying to make it out who it is amongst that crowd of players. I think it's Lee Harvey who's down. Thankfully for Orient, he's back on his feet, although he's being helped off the pitch for some more treatment. And Orient have this throw then with 10 men only on the field. Throw comes over, good header! Well, Orient finally take the lead. Steve Castle a score right on 45 minutes. Well, finally, I think Orient are warranting to be a goal in front for the possession they've enjoyed during this first half, Steve.
It certainly looks that way, Andy, looking at the chances they'll go through at half-time. Orient really have now got to capitalise on this, but at the same time, don't let the game go. Hold on to the initiative and play it very tight at the back still and concentrate. But that was a good combination there, the build-up Orient had in the past few minutes. And even with only been down to 10 men there, and that throw-on to the near post, flicked on there for Steve Castle to pull it in.
He's crossing a deep one, a little too deep that for Carter, who do well to get there. Which he does.
Sorry?
Castle flights that one in, and comes Harvey! Oh, that was a great goal by Lee Harvey. Good vision by Castle, and lethal finishing once again in the air by Lee Harvey. Just when it looked like Mansfield were making a comeback, Harvey surely has finished them off now. Almost constituting a dangerous challenge by Charles, I'd have thought as well. Both stunts up there. Kearney clears only as far as Pike, and that's a terrible ball by Pike. And a mistake by Whitbread, and surely Leishman is going to get a goal. Indeed he has. And Mansfield perhaps still can claw something in out of this match. Graham Leishman, the scorer, the mistake twofold. A slight lack of being positive there. Forrest gives chase. Good work that by Sayer, giving Orient the throw then. Howard once again will be looking long. It's a deeper looking one. Oh, and it could come down. Oh, and it's over the bar there. What a golden opportunity there for Andy Sayer, who only succeeded in heading that a foot or so above the Rotherham crossbar. Berry did well, and in goes Nugent, who gets a shot in, and just tipped round there by O'Hanlon, who manages to save the corner as well. Well, it was only a half a chance, and Nugent did well to get to that one. It finds Castle with the straightest wide, but that's a poor ball. Now then, could the break be on? This is Hazel, he could be in for the opening goal. But Hill does well to save that one, and finally pushed away by Howard. All stemming from Castle's mistake. Free kick going Orient's way, a handball. The linesman calling the referee over. And I think it's to do with the substitutes warming up. And as Ian's pointing out, the tracksuit tops are really a clash with the tops that Rotherham are wearing. Nicely dragged back there. Now Whitbread with a chance to get his cross in. Squared across there! Steve Castle, 1-0 to Leyton Orient. 58 minutes gone, and Castle makes it 1-0. Does well now then. Sayer turns and it comes in now. Tipped over the bar brilliantly there by O'Hanlon. Reflex save that was. Nugent getting the final touch, and O'Hanlon at his best, tipping that one over. Dickinson missing. Oh, and Berry could get on the end of this one. Good here. Berry goes down, and a penalty is going to be given. And I think that there's a possibility there could have been the original tip just on the line, but the penalty given. And a gift wrapped opportunity. For Orient to make the game safe, surely. Be interesting to see that one again. It will happen very quickly, of course, but a penalty given, no hesitation from the referee. And Castle with a chance. And it's there, 2-0.
That's his 6th goal this season, and you can tell by the way he put it away, he was very confident about taking that one.
Certainly straight in the corner. 2-0 the Orient lead. 82 minutes gone. Another long clearance. Evans stopped by Sidden, and he breaks the Castle now then. Good looking ball. If Achapong can get there, he can. And gets a good looking cross in. There's a great goal! What a finale! Greg Berry in the 90th minute. Achapong with a vicious cross. And it was a goal for the time he put that ball over. And Greg Berry straight in the back of the net there. Keeper coming across the goal to cover the angle. Completely wrong-footed. We've had about a minute of injury time. And Orient make it 3-0. And in fact, with the final kick of the match, a little harsh perhaps on Rotherham, but Duxbury takes this one himself. Oh, and a chance! It's not away yet. Abbott. Put it away by Achapong for a moment. Orient were all at sea, and now a chance perhaps to break. Carter. No support there at the moment. Oh, he did that well. Castle picks up by Achapong, who had time to clap his hands and applaud Castle's pass. And a nice dummy. Could be a superb goal. Oh, it's saved there from Nugent. By Tomlinson, a superb move, all started by Danny Carter. An intelligent football now on 3 occasions by Orient.
So he's scored a couple of goals by similar runs.
Whitbread. It's a good-looking cross and spun off the top there of Castle's head, and a punch from Tomlinson. Still not away yet, and Baker will take the Orient throw. The flick comes over, and a great save by Tomlinson. Him, and it's a corner. Pike with the corner again. Oh, and a header comes in! It's there from Steve Castle. 26 minutes gone. Castle rose above everybody and put that firmly in the back of the Bradford net. Orient 1, Bradford 0, Steve Castle. Steve Jenkins.
Yeah, finally a goal there from a set piece by the Orient. A corner there. One that found Steve Castle with plenty of time to steer that one in with his head.
Oh, and Sidney, a mistake by him, and his equalising goal. No, it's across the face of the goal. Goodness me, it looked like it was in. Well, Sidney was almost slow motion, just sort of watched that one, so close to a Bradford equaliser. Quite where it'll come from, we don't know, as Howard takes that throw. That's going for a corner, is it?
Yeah.
Indeed it is. Pike then goes across the pitch to take this one. Corner comes over. Oh, it's in! It's Castle again. The second of the game, the second for Leyton Orient. Orient 2, Bradford 0. Six minutes gone. Steve.
Well, that again was a combination of Orient pressure there for the past 5 or 6 minutes. Orient were pushing closer and closer and harder, and a very well drilled home goal there by Steve Castle.
Well, Steve, that was a mistake there at the back. Cross comes in from Tinian. Oh, the header's a good one. Oh, and a great save, is it? It's in there, surely. Yes, 2-1. Great save in the initial lead there from Paul Heald, who knows how close he was to keeping a clean sheet there, and finally in the back of the net. And the substitute Paul Jewell pulls one back. Bosley out to Brown. Shaw. Brown again. Oh, he rides the challenger, sitting well. And it could be a room for a shot, and a chance here for Shrewsbury, and they've scored. Dean Spink makes it 1-0 to Shrewsbury with their first shot on goal. 21 minutes gone. Leyton Orient 0, Shrewsbury 1. And Dean Spink from a good run there from Brown, Mike Brown, the number 10. Ian.
Certainly Brown beat 4 players, and what we were saying earlier about him being eager to make up for last year's handball has come true, I'm afraid. But he did very well. I must say, though, the Orient challenges were a bit static at times. They weren't really full-blooded challenges, and he was allowed to run right the way through.
Everybody back for Shrewsbury. One man, that's Gary Shaw. That's a vicious-looking cross coming in. Oh, and a good shot! Great goal! Lee Harvey makes it 1-1 on the volley. No messing around with that one. And no chance for Steve Perks in the Shrewsbury goal. 26 minutes gone. Orient 1, Shrewsbury 1.
Certainly Lee Harvey left in a lot of space and was able to pick his shot. And hopefully now the game will liven up to a greater extent than it had done previous to the 2 goals. Kevin Nugent.
Just interrupt as Achumpong makes his way towards the Shrewsbury goal. Let's try to shoot! 2 goals in a minute. Orient have the lead. Great work by Danny Carter in the first place. And what a finish from Kenny Achumpong. Orient 2, Shrewsbury 1. And what drama we have. Back to you, Ian.
I was just to say, you can hear me above the noise, the atmosphere has changed incredibly. Kevin Nugent is winning 90% of everything in the air, and it just needed people to run onto the knockdowns, just as Achumpong did then, and certainly the Shrewsbury defence looking under pressure whenever Orient forwards run at them.
Well, here come Orient again, if it comes down. No foul, this is Carter. And Carter maybe has room for a shot into the arms of Perks. The Shrewsbury defence over the last 2 or 3 minutes have looked very shaky. And ball down, free kick. Good footwork there by Carter. Can Castle stand over this free kick? Well, it's going to be Steve Castle to take this one. Nobody go flying across the box. This one's no exception. Nugent's header. And Kevin Nugent makes it 3-1. Just the slightest of touches there, both Harvey and Nugent going for the same ball. Oh, it's a chance, and it's a goal! Yes, 3-2, Shrewsbury right back in this one. Well, the Orient defence just stood and watched there. And a goal for Shrewsbury. 53 minutes gone, and Shrewsbury make it 3-2. Summerfield it was, I think, who got the shot in the end. It's a poor ball by Thompson, stopped by Castle. Pike. Chested down there by Carter. Oh, and a mistake there by Winstanley, and Carter could have a shot here, but he stopped. Winstanley recovers well. Howard lets fly, and parried away for the corner there by Felgate. Well, that's the first time Howard's had a shot for quite a while. Back there to Felgate. Castle's clearance. Carter. Was played across, and Howard had to make that one. He didn't. The chip's a good one, and it's a goal. Bolton take the lead. A mistake there by Howard. Well, they meant that one. The lob was perfectly placed, and Stuart Storer makes it 1-0 to Bolton. 15 minutes gone. Here.
A terrible mistake from Terry Howard.
Baker. Oh, and it wouldn't come down for Carter, the clearance away. A dog on the pitch as well. Zapruder. Free kicks conceded by Day. What is the Leyton Orient Rover? Well, Frank Clark trying to do his animal love a bit. Howard, ball over the top. Finds Carter. Now Nugent. Finds Berry. Room for the cross. Which is firm enough. Harvey's down with a header. Oh, and it's gone wide. It's put away for the corner in the end. Harvey.
Pushing the back there.
And gets a cross in, Harvey. The Dinger's looking wide of the header from Berry. Well, Lee Harvey did so well to get that ball over. 32 minutes gone. Greg Berry directs his header delightfully past Jim Stannard for Orient's first goal.
Fantastic run by Lee Harvey, who created a goal on his own, really took on a defender, and the cross will come over perfectly for Greg Berry to head in just the right position across the face of Stannard, who was going the wrong way into the far corner.
Cooper flies this one in. Headed away by Berry. Back in there, though. Neville. Oh, Neville goes down, and a penalty is given. Well, a chance now for Exeter to open their account. Glossing than given for less, Steve. Ian, rather. It was touch and go, wasn't it?
Certainly was. When the player goes for the byline, there's always a chance that a loose boot could always bring him down.
So, Gordon Hobson against Paul Heald. Hobson, he's missed it! Well, will that wake Orient up now, you wonder? A terrible penalty, it must be said, by Gordon Hobson. Well, Exeter, will they rue these missed chances? Berry goes in there, but he couldn't get the connection he was looking for. Harvey. Gets a cross in, and a header by Nugent finds Berry. Berry is deflected by Brown, and goes to the corner. Pike floats this one in. Oh, it could have gone anywhere, and a good save in the end by Miller. Had to get down quickly for that one. Another bad mistake, and headed away finally, as far now as Castle, who lets fly, and that's deflected wide. They're still in play. This is Berry again. Good chest down, and a first-time shot well held by Miller.
We were talking about Jeff Pike not scoring goals. He caught that one absolutely perfectly, and unfortunately it went straight into the goalkeeper's arms.
That cross is deflected. Brown's behind it. He makes a terrible mistake. He should have done one or the other. Cross comes in, it's dropped. Nugent still got it. Harvey! And put away for the corner. Harvey appeals for the handball. And Orient McCong still there. Pike with a ball that Harvey did so well to keep in play. Nugent looks towards Carter. He's got Brown right with him. Carter did so well. A chance, and it's in there! Kevin Nugent. Well, the credit must go to Harvey in the first place to keep that ball in play, and then good work by Carter to get rid of his marker. And there's Nugent to give Orient the lead just when it looked like a 0-0 draw was on the cards. 84 minutes gone. Orient 1, Exeter 0. Yeah.
Very good work from Kenny Acheampong early on to ride a couple of tackles and keep possession. Orient have got to go. It really could have been either team.
But this is Nugent. All over the top, looking towards Carter. Now he's got Hughes right with him. And Hughes does enough. Orient's corner, Jeff Pike across to take this one again. Pike's corner comes over, Nugent couldn't quite get the header in, and it's over the bar from Castle. Crossfield ball's a good one. Picked up by Mooney. Ball in towards Shaw. Oh, was there a handball by Baker? Indeed, the referee has given a penalty. It did look rather like Baker stuck his shoulder out there, Ian.
I don't think Baker actually meant to do it, but there was a player behind him, which I don't think he saw. Looks like Steve Castle's getting booked as well for arguing about the decision.
Well, a harsh decision it may have seemed, but a penalty nonetheless. Steve Castle enters the referee's notebook. And it's a penalty for Preston. Ian Bogey against Paul Heald for the lead. Heald stops at the rebound, and it's hit the post. And Orient get the throw.
That's the second consecutive penalty that Paul Heald has saved. It really is having a purple patch between the posts for Orient.
Bogey turns away from Whitbread and Pike. Oh dear, a lot of space there for Senior. Gets a good ball! Great save there by Heald. What a save that was. Good shot by Shaw. After Orient had left a terrible amount of space in the centre of the park with the pressure still on. Great save by Heald, now saving Orient on 2 occasions in this match. And Preston get the corner. And they're certainly conceding a lot of free kicks around the penalty box, Preston. But as long as they're taken like that, there won't be much of a problem for them. That's a better header by Castle this time now. Nugent switches it. Baker gets a cross in. Acheampong, good turn. Acheampong's in there! Fine goal, Kenny Acheampong. Minutes gone, and Orient make Preston pay dearly for that missed penalty. It's Orient 1, Preston 0.
The goal was very, very
very well tucked away by Edgepong, but it was really as a result of a very, very intelligent header from Steve Castle. He found himself in a bit of space, and instead of ballooning a header into the box, he actually placed it into the path of Edgepong so he could run on.
Acheampong. They killed that quite well. Castle. This is Berry. Well, that's an intelligent pass by Berry. Now Acheampong gets a good cross in, the header's in there! What a start for Leyton Orient. Danny Carter from Acheampong's cross. Paul Edwards didn't really have a chance. 3 minutes gone. And could Christmas be coming early for Orient?
It was an excellent start there for the O's. That intelligent through ball actually down to Greg Berry, and put an excellent cross there for Carter.
Jasper. Yes, a little kick there on the shin of Andy Sussex gives Crewe a free kick. Acheampong, oh my goodness me, it could be a chance. Sussex is going to score. In fact, it's the equalising goal put in by Edwards. The goal stands. And we have both physios on the pitch. Sidden, I think, there's a man. Oh, no, it's not Sidden. Whitbread's the man down. Well, 2 goals in a minute. 4 minutes gone when Crewe equalised. And as we always say, teams are the most vulnerable, Stephen, when they've just scored, and I think Orient epitomised that.
Well, I was just thinking to myself then, it could be a classic example of Orient scoring a very early goal and then perhaps struggling from then on. But the Orient didn't even get a chance to get any lax at all. Crewe comes straight back with an equaliser. So the game obviously is very open right from the word go.
And Whitbread called out again. And now a real chance. If Edwards can get his cross in. Well, Howard caught in 2 minds. And that is a goal. My goodness me, the Orient defence are playing statues. Either get it away or don't. And they've been punished. 2-1 Crewe. And I think that was Hignett who got the goal in the end. Acheampong. That's a good-looking ball. If Berry can get there, he can. I'm afraid his first touch wasn't that good, but he finds Howard. And Howard chinks one in now! Oh, it's a tremendous goal! Terry Howard. 2 in 2 games for Howard, who hadn't scored until last week's cup replay. Terry Howard puts us back to where we started. It's all level, 2-2. 10 minutes gone. An unbelievable start to this match. Well, the 2 managers must be wondering what the defences are playing at, but it's a great one for the fans. 4 goals in 10 minutes. Carter gets a free kick. So, Orient free kick then with Pike and Castle standing over this one. Castle flights it in there, the back header. Oh, it's in there! Greg Berry. 3-2 Orient. 27 minutes gone. Well, a remarkable game continues. 5 goals within the first half an hour.
I think both defences definitely are shaky today. I think it's that rather than the forward play at the moment.
I'll certainly go along with that, Stephen. That's what we said earlier, and there's Heald unable to prevent that bad back pass by Sidden from going off for a corner. And our Orient to led Crewe back in again. And no doubt both managers will be realising that you'll need a 2-goal cushion before this game is anywhere near safe. side trap completely left wide apart, and surely a chance here for Stoke to go in front. And they have. Goal by Tony Ellis. And really, Steve Baker was the man left trailing there as the Orient back four pushed up. Stoke City have the lead then. They'll play square to Baker. Acheampong. Oh, it does get a crossing, did well in fact. Oh, and it wouldn't come down for Berry. Challenges hard enough there. And once again, Vince Hilaire. Room for the cross, which he gets in there. Golden opportunity, 2-0. Mickey Thomas, I think, with the header. And that was always going to be the danger. Hilaire allowed much too much room. Again, one of those crosses was going to tell in the end. Did Clarkson foul Nugent there? This is Berry. Berry, a first-time cross, which is pumped away there by Preen. Corner taken by Pike. But it wouldn't come down. Berry gets a shot in there, deflected. First time shot, and it's in there. 5 minutes gone, Steve Castle. And Birmingham really have had an awful start to this match. Tries to trigger a cross in there. Oh! Goodness me, how close can you get? Goes behind with a goal kick. And Steve Castle ends up crashing into the post. Well, took a wicked deflection now. Hill's got some work to do here. Gale's out, must score. Oh, a terrible miss. Not exactly a convincing attempt by Paul Hill, it must be said, in the first place, but Gale, a terrible miss. Oh, that's a good-looking cross. Dolan let it run under his feet. Not away yet. Gleghorn with a cross. A fine header out there from John Sutton. Sturridge, can he turn? He can! And a goal! Yes! Fine turn and goal.
Birmingham players over the last 5 minutes have been left in far too much space, and Stowe should never have been able to turn in that position.
Well, Sturridge equalises. So we're back to where we started. It's 1-1 now, all level. And you must say that Orient have been looking increasingly in danger of letting in a goal as the... Harvey again, shadowed by Abel. It's a very, very deep cross. First hand shot's a good one, and well held by Stewart.
Orient's opposition's favourite at the moment. Orient have had a run of some kind in the Cup, although they haven't progressed far in the senior rounds, as it were, in the FA Cup. But I suppose they made a bit of money out of it, hopefully, apart from all the coach travels.
Yes, very unfortunately, of course, 2 abortive trips to Swindon. 1 to Swansea. So we have a corner, Jeff Pike. Well, it's right across the box. Harvey's in there. And it's in there from Castle. 13 minutes gone. Steve Castle breaks the deadlock. And Orient get their first league goal against Chester City.
Well, that's a good start for the Orient now. A bit of pressure, not too much in control, but they've got the goal that they want now, and hopefully they're going to settle down and perhaps build on this.
Sitten. Harvey. Well, the break could be on here for Tranmere, but he's snuffed out by Whitbread. Mungle. Once again, his distribution not too good there. A little bit messy in the middle, but a long ball there from Jerry Howard, and Bob Williams could be in. Oh, what a debut! What a debut for the boy! What about that? He finished with all the confidence of a seasoned veteran. With a through ball from Howard. Bob Williams, a day to remember already for him.
And didn't he take it well? He didn't seem to be under any pressure. He knew where the goal was. He slotted it home lovely.
10 minutes gone. Bart Williams opens his account. Tranmere keeping possession well here. Muir. And Muir trying to find room for the shot, but she gets in. Oh, and Hill had to be across to tip that one round. That was certainly on its way to goal. Tranmere then earning their first corner. And Howard certainly down there having consultations. It certainly looks like it's going to be a shot. And it is Howard, and it's fly, and it's turned around by Nixon. So Dickinson moves across to take the Orient corner on its near side. Well, a strange ball by Higgins, and fortunately for him, Vickers back to retrieve it. Nixon. Pike's header looks towards Carter. Oh, that's a good ball over the top. A chase on here, it's Pike. Gets in there, Jeff Pike! Oh, what a great goal by Jeff Pike. Well, Eric Nixon decided to stay his line when perhaps he should have come out, but Pike, very confidently indeed, glanced that one in the back of the Tranmere net. And smiles all around, including from the referee.
Not to come from his line at all, but Pike really only had one touch to control the ball and then one shot to, into the corner, and I think he took a lot of delight in the way he raised his arms to the crowd who've been barracking him all during the second half.
So an Orient free kick it is. And the guessing game begins for Tranmere and for us over who will hit this one. Always fancy Howard to have a blast, and it is Howard, and it's fly! Oh, great save on Nixon! Oh, and a double save! Goodness me! The flag had gone up anyway, but Nixon wasn't to know that. Well, certainly if they're lacking characters in my playing side of football, Roger Milford's surely the star of the refereeing circles. Pike with the free kick. Oh, the free header! Steve Castle with goal number 16. And what were Tranmere thinking of? And that surely now is the game safe for Orient. 2 goals in 2 minutes. 63 minutes gone. Steve Castle makes it 3-0. And really, Tranmere playing statues at the back and ball watching. and Castle will not get a simpler goal all season.
We talked about at the start of the game how both teams seem to play it fair. I don't think Tranmere are a particularly dirty team, although number 5 has just punched Harvey in the face whilst trying to hold him off, and I think he's going to at least go in the book for it. Like I said, I don't think they're a particularly dirty team, but they've now conceded a total of 21 free kicks, which is quite a lot, really.
I think Mr. Milford is just going to have a word. I don't think he's going to book Mungle. It was a silly challenge, and certainly find himself lucky that he gets away with a verbal warning. So it's Dickinson with the free kick. Oh, come on, Cooper's header! Oh, Mark Cooper! And look at the celebrations of Mark Cooper. Well, he's made it back to the halfway line in record time. 4-0. And Cooper, look at him. The bench is out, applauding him. Well, he's a lovely fellow, and he deserves that one. He's been through, he's been really to hell and back with his injury. And that's just what he needed. That's just what the doctor ordered. And a day when everything really has come right for Orient. There's a debut earlier and a goal for Bart Williams. Cooper comes back for the last 20 and gets a goal. Cooper's head, no real direction on it, though. Baker. That's a good run by Baker. And still. And Baker gets a shot in, and Benstead does well to get down. Good run by Steve Baker.
Well, that definitely is a strength of Steve Baker. He has his critics for perhaps mistakes of his passing sometimes, but he does love doing those attacking runs deep.
Well, the cross comes in. Howard's header, no real direction on it. Cooper tries to bring it down, gets a good shot in. Oh, what a great goal! What about that, Mark Cooper? He turns so well. 39 minutes gone, Mark Cooper makes it Orient 1, Brentford 0. Sitting a little too far under the header. Jones overhead kick. Offside. No offside. Charlie Cadet equalizes for Orient. Orient looks at the linesman and perhaps have some reason to. It didn't look a little bit suspicious, to say the least. But the goal stands. Richard Cadet scores against his old side, makes it 1-1. 48 minutes gone. I don't think I get to that one, but a bad mistake in defence. Good ball over the top. Bemstead goes down and gathers. Well, a right mess there. 3 players down. Well, it was a half chance, but Bemstead, who's had a fine game for Brentford this afternoon. The advantage played as Brentford have possession. Ball forward by Carstairs. Oh, and a real chance here for 2-1. Oh, it's just gone wide. Dean Holdsworth seemed to be in, and he got behind the Orient defence. Looking a little shaky at the back, Steve. Trouble mix-up by Pike and Berry, who both stood there watching. Just not a good clearance. Pike gets the header. Well, it's well done by Cadet, and the ball through the middle. Dean Holdsworth, 2-1. Right through the middle of the defence. And our Brentford to have a second successive winning match here at Brisbane Road. 82 minutes gone. Dean Holdsworth makes it Orient 1, Brentford 2. And Orient about to make a second substitution. Off goes Alan Cochrane. So it'll be Steve Castle to take this one. Now this will be drilled in there if Castle hits it. Indeed it is. Cooper goes over the header and it's tipped over the bar for a corner in the end when it came off of Chappell's head.
And that was going in. If it wasn't for the deflection, that was a goal.
And Mark Cooper would dearly have loved to have scored against his old side. Oh, and that could be nasty for Bart Williams. He's gone over into the terracing. Williams back out. And thankfully able to continue still. Yeah. Well, it could be Cooper gets in there. In fact, he's forced to save out of nothing there because Kenny Acheampong would have just let the ball go. And it all started when a player actually took the time to put his foot on the ball and control the thing. That was Chris Zoricic. And a mix-up by two Orient defenders. Newell punches. No offside given against Taylor, and he's got in there. The cross comes in. A goal! It must be in, it is. The Orient players look to the linesman first. In the first instance, well, it's a substitute, Steve Claridge, who gets the goal. All across there towards Claridge, the goal scorer. Gets another good shot in there, and it's tipped round, is it? Oh, it's in the back of the net! And that is that, I think. The corner comes in, and it's Castle who got his foot out to that one. Bailey. Cross back in. And once again, the Orient defence all at sea, and that is that. Thank you very much. 3-0. John Taylor, the scorer. Well, Orient in the embarrassing position now, being 0-3 down. And Nugent took a deflection, another throw. Deflected cross that had O'Regan reaching to clear. Onside and a real chance here for Greg Berry. Oh, and he couldn't get the touch he was looking for. Hardwick did well, in fact. It wouldn't come down quite quick enough for Berry. It took a terrible bobble off the surface.
And it has been an extremely bad run. So 7 straight losses is something that I think you said it was something like the 20s. So therefore, anybody under the age of 70 wouldn't really have seen this happen to Leyton Orient before.
Oh, there's a good cross coming in there. Was that a handball? Well, the referee signals that it was a chest. Well, good flick on, and hang up the line brilliantly. That's taken over Howard's head, and perhaps a chance for Huddersfield to switch.
You could also say that luck evens itself up, because at the start of the season, Orient were scraping a lot of 1-0s, 2-1s when they weren't playing particularly well.
Well, here comes a good burst of pace and a trip and a penalty. No doubt about that. Bart Williams, Apchampong rather, who skipped his way through. Fourth down, there's no question about that. It was a penalty. And now it'll probably be Steve Castle with the chance to score Orient's opener of the day. And to give them the lead for the first time since the Brentford match. Well, the Preston North End match, in fact, away. He saved it. Another cross comes in there, deep one. Berry. Goal kick given, and the opportunity goes away, and you begin to wonder, Ian, and even in this early moments.
You do begin to wonder, really. He placed it perfectly, the goalkeeper guessed right, and made what in the end was a very good save.
And Berry's beaten the offside trap again, gets into the box. Now looking for the right ball, but it's a poor one in the end. Berry again! Oh, deflected and brilliantly saved in the end there by Hardwick. Did so well. There's 3 good saves from Hardwick in this match. There's a free one. Oh, another brilliant save on the line by Hardwick. Can you believe it? And a little flare up on the goal line. Paul Hardwick got down again brilliantly.
That was the clearest free header I've ever seen, really. Terry Howard could have put it anywhere and he stuck it straight at the goalkeeper. It's really indicative of the luck, but if Orient can keep creating chances like they have done, then things have got to come right eventually.
Backs off when perhaps he should have advanced. Now then, Maguire. Good block challenge. Oh, and a terrible mistake! Thank goodness Keith Day, for Orient's sake, was standing there, because Chris Marsden had the goal at his mercy. It's a good ball to Berry if he can get in there. Gets a low shot in once again. Hardwick equal to it. And that's a goal kick off of Castle. Ball played square to Terry Howard. Gets another cross in there. But it could come through here. Oh, no, saved by Hardwick with his feet. It's pulled back. It's no way in. Oh, and it's caught Nugent and gone away. Well, well, well. It's sort of half cleared, and Zorsic plays that to Howard, who does well to get a cross in there. Taken away from Achampong, but he's back again. Zorsic moving up the line. It's a low cross in. Oh, he's grabbed in there! Kevin Nugent. And that was a little bit of luck that Orient wanted. It wasn't a particularly good ball by Chris Zorsic, and it took a deflection off the post and beat Hardwick. And Orient finally score. And now, can they keep their composure and hold on to this 3 points? 64 minutes gone. He's going to get in there. But he pushed it too far. Oh, and it's Berry who's missed it. Oh, poor Greg Berry. He must really be wishing the ground would swallow him up. This is Carter. No, he's lost out. This is Robinson. All through now to Morget, who may be able to get a cross in here, which he does, and a low one, which is easy enough in the end for Heald. It's a good jump now. Cooper, let's fly, and it's in there! Mark Cooper, well, almost nonchalantly put that one home. The Berry defence really square there, and just watching as Mark Cooper had time to line that one up. 27 minutes gone. Mark Cooper makes it Orient 1, Berry 0. Get a lot of distance on that kick, and he's picked up by Cook again. Under pressure from Carter. That's a good run by Cook. Picked up now by Holmes. Nice little ball over the top. The flag stays down. Blissett couldn't quite get the connection he was looking for. He really just touched that back to Heald in the end. But a flag stayed down there. Orient look at the linesman. Achimpong's header. Cooper. And a desperate challenge there from Morrell.
A really good anticipation of space from both Cooper and Nugent. Nugent's back header straight into Cooper's path as if he knew immediately where he was going to be.
Zorsic is through. A good flick on there. Oh, it's an own goal! An own goal. Oh, tragedy for Bournemouth, who've been doing so well up till now. Throw. Achimpong's going to leave this one for Chris Zorsic. Another long throw coming in. Oh, Cooper couldn't get a contact! Oh, and it's in there from Danny Carter. Cooper stays down as if he's slightly hurt there, but it's Danny Carter in the 86th minute, who settles the affair.
And that is Danny Carter's first goal in 1991. His last goal coming on December the 22nd in the 3-2 win against Crewe. And that does wrap the game up for Leyton Orient. And, well, it's nice to win 2-0 instead of 1-0 at home.
Well, 87 minutes gone, in fact, when Carter scored that goal. And I'm sure, if anything, Kevin Bond would feel a little bit more relieved that if it was going to be one, it wasn't going to be decided by his own goal. A long one. It looked to be a push there on Cooper.
Oh, very slick there at crucial stage.
Certainly a push on Mark Cooper as that ball came in. No appeal, though, and a real chance here for Southend. Oh, it could be a goal! It is a goal! For Andy Answer, Southend take the lead. Well, Orient's defence caught square there. Answer wrote the first challenge, and in fact Heels deflected that one. He helped it into the net in the end. 18 minutes gone. Southend have the lead by Andy Answer's goal. Hales. Berry. Cobb. Howard coming up. Stones through on one of his runs again, and Howard lets fly, just wide. Well, there's a man never afraid to try a shot, Terry Howard.
Yeah, it was good to see Terry have a go there, and again, Cobb was involved in the move, taking the ball out wide onto the wing, giving himself a bit of room, and playing the ball back to Howard, who decided to cut inside and hit from the edge of the area.
So it'll be my man of the match tonight, Peter Atherton, who will be taking the free kick. And Wigan, or Orient rather, about to make a substitution, I think. Oh, a bad miss there by Hales. Missed on shot. Oh, what a goal! What a great goal that was from Kevin Langley. Well, you won't see better than that. Really, Paul Hill had no chance there. And we said it was going to take an individual effort, and indeed it has. 82 minutes gone. Langley makes it 1-0 to Wigan. And off goes Greg Berry. On comes Mickey Tomlinson.
Yeah, excellent goal there for Wigan. Obviously disappointing news from Orient followers, but an individual opportunity there which gave Paul Hill no chance, as you said, Andy. So it's 1-0 to Wigan now with about 8 minutes left.
Cooper with a good-looking flick. Achimpong being shadowed by Jones. He's turned once, turned twice, and still in there, Achimpong. Gets a shot in there. Oh, it could come loose yet. And it's in there, Mickey Tomlinson. In the last minute. Well, Mickey Tomlinson's been on the pitch about 3 minutes. And I said he was a lively player, and you can't get livelier than that.
Yeah, full marks to Kenny Acheampong there. Done some excellent work there inside the box, who made something out of nothing, to be quite honest. And following a good save by the keeper, the ball dropped down for Tomlinson to hammer home.
Well, certainly the closest we come to a goal. As Shields' clearance goes straight to his counterpart, Steve Sherwood. But the shot is in there! Gary Birtles. Well, no sooner have Orient got a let off than Grimsby strike and take the lead. Right on half-time, 45 minutes gone. Come, Grimsby. Good bit of push and run. Can they keep it in play? Yes, they can. A first-time cross comes in there. Oh, and a little mix-up. It's still not away yet. The first-time shot is gone in from Watson. And just the start Orient didn't want, and just the start Grimsby needed. At the start of the second half, 2-0.
And just the start Paul Hill didn't want, after looking a bit shaky towards the end of the first half. He, unfortunately, perhaps it hit the ball, I don't know, but it just seemed to creep under his body. And what do you know, it couldn't be in the space of 2 or 3 minutes now, either side of half-time, are now 2-0 up, and the game slipping away from Leyton Orient.
Zorsic. Goal went in.
Yes, I know I should have been there. I do apologise for that.
Well, this is Carter, meantime, in the game that matters, today's game. Gets a throw. Quarter of an hour gone. And the exception of Williams' effort, yet to have a shot on target. And a corner ball. So Bart Williams, who's not really been too involved so far in today's match, has the corner. McPherson's header away. Harris first time shot, and he's just wide. Will it just be our luck, Steve? We've already nominated the goal of the season this year, of course. Mark Cooper winning ahead on the goal against Brentford, with Danny Carter's goal against Colchester a close second. It'll be our luck to see an even better goal today, just after we've got the trophy engraved.
I think it happened previous season as well. The situation arose early. I forget exactly what, but I know we actually nominated a goal, and the game after we nominated, I think a spectacular goal was scored, which was better than the one that won it.
Well, it seems to always be the way, doesn't it? Another amazing fact is Cooper flicks a good one in, and it's forced a corner from Lovell's head. So Bart Williams' corner. Trips across. Howard gets a slight touch. Cooper couldn't get in there either. And it's still in play, but the flag's up. It's gone for the... I think a foul was given, in fact, or perhaps an offside. That's well done by Barry. Llewellyn shots, and it's kept in there from Danny Carter. And Hackett, it must be said, getting a lot of pats on the back, because it was his persistence that started the move. Barry with a lovely nutmeg. And there was Danny Carter for a goal. 28 minutes gone. And Orient 1, Reading 0.
Yes, and that was an excellent play by Hackett, and then determination by Berry on the left here to put in a deep cross, and Carter got a shot in well, and though it was parried, it did crawl over the line to give Orient the lead.
This season, we haven't had one all year, and we're not going to get one today.
Oh.
Here comes Cooper. Let's play! Oh, my goodness me, and my heart was in my mouth there because had Cooper scored that one. Yeah, I think Burns got a slight touch to it. But had Cooper scored that one, we might have had to rub out the trophy again. Another cross comes in. The header drifts away. "31 minutes gone, and suddenly the game really picking up now."
He must be 6'4", and instead they play it short. So Chris Seymour, who whips in another one, and Moran tried to get in, and now Reading have got a very good chance. Moran miskicks, hits, and it's off the line by, I think, Kevin Nugent. And that just shows you that Orient can't be too complacent. That's Reading's first shot on target during the game, only their third attempt at goal during the whole game. They have a little over 2,000 at Leyton Orient in an end-of-season game. And they could well be in a bit of trouble here because Berry is clear and he slips it under the goalkeeper, and that's a goal for Greg Berry. A lovely piece of individual football from Greg Berry, cutting inside, all the composure, outstripped the defence. Steve, what did you think of that?
Well, as Andy said earlier, we've already made up our mind for goal of the season. That was a brilliant individual effort, gaining a tackle almost halfway inside the Reading half, and then taking the ball down on the wing and cutting inside and drilling it in past the keeper to give Orient this 2-goal cushion.
And now perhaps Orient can enjoy this last 25 minutes. McPherson, and now Danny Carter away on the right-hand side. Held up for the moment, tries to go past him in the end. Lays it back for Zoricic, and that's a good-looking cross which the keeper will have to come for, and it's a penalty to Leyton Orient. And I don't know what's going to happen here because Steve Castle's missed his last 2 games, 2 penalties. I think he's going to let Chris Bart-Williams take this, the way he walked away. Must admit, the penalty was slightly dubious, and now Castle is going to take it. What do you think about that penalty?
Well, I looked at the corner of my eye, I saw Kevin Nugent go down there, and the referee had no hesitation. He put it straight to the spot. And it's interesting that there was questioning who would take the penalty, and in fact Peter Eustace, I think, was signaling straight away for Steve Castle to take it, but here we go.
I'd love this to go in for Steve Castle. And it does. And he deserves that, and he puts his hands to his head as if to say, why couldn't I do that the last couple of times? And he's very happy, he waves to the crowd. That's 18 goals this season for Steve Castle. And just reward for his efforts today. And Andy must be feeling a bit sick at the moment, Steve, sitting down on the terraces with a headache. And Orient have scored 2 goals.
Well, he did say he'd probably get a goal gut in the second half. Here we go again with Danny Carter.
And here's Howard on the edge of the box. Will he try one of those long-range ones? He will, and the goalkeeper doesn't quite get hold of it. Danny Carter following up, but Burns dives on it at the second attempt and launches another attack for Reading. There's Cobb, beaten to it once more. Carter gets in. Terry Howard, one of the few players who hasn't suffered from injuries this season, and that's a nice flick from Berry, which Nugent is after. Shrugs off the change of McPherson, and then a very high boot, which he didn't mean, and caught Steve Castle in quite a painful area. Gives Steve Castle a pat on the head. Before this free kick's taken, Steve, was there anything that was very positive to come out of the season for you?
Well, yeah, the amount of young players that have come through into the first team because of Orient's problems with the injuries. They've all performed exceptionally well. I can't think of one player that really has struggled to find their way into the first team and hold their own. But obviously a player's got to be given a good run, and it's a bit early days to say at the moment if they're going to perform this well week in, week out.
It's going to be Howard, and that's a great goal! A Terry Howard special. It's 4-0 to Leyton Orient. There are 2 minutes left, and everybody's going to go home happy, especially Terry Howard. Only his 3rd goal of the season, and the 2nd time he's done that this season. He also did it against Colchester in the Cup, a free kick from outside the area.
And that equals Orient's best win so far this season at home. They beat Tranmere 4-0 just after Christmas.
And it also betters their best result of last season, which was also against Reading, which on that occasion was 4-1. So Reading obviously aren't that happy about coming here, but wait a minute, they've got a... No, Keith Day getting in first again. Terry Howard, so good from those sort of long-range efforts, and many a time this season he's perhaps been a bit unlucky this season. Last season they seem to be flying him from all over the place. This year he's just going the wrong side of the post occasionally. Bit of defending for Orient to do. It's Hackett who doesn't hack it, but that's more or less places it out of play. And the long throw. That time Terry Howard back defending. It's Gooding. And Hild comfortable as ever. And he's probably not had a more comfortable game all season than this one. Going back to what you were saying, Steve, yes, one of the things that has come out this season is the emergence of young players like Chris Bart-Williams and the Warren Hackett today, and Cobb and Tomlinson, and of course men who are slightly older, like Chris Zorzic and Greg Berry, who've had a long run in the team. Adrian Whitbread's played nearly all the games this season at centre-half. It is really now a case of can Orient perhaps improve on the team that they have in the shape of new signings, but obviously when you don't have the money to spend, it's never easy to find the players of quality who are better than the ones you've already got down here. But at the same time, hope that the players they have got here they can keep, because there's obviously 3 or 4 players here who would attract offers from first and second division sides. Steve shakes his hands and says that's the end of the game. One last chance perhaps for Reading, and Gooding, well, that just about summed it up for Reading up front. Good opportunity, and Orient perhaps with one last chance now. To my memory, the physio's only been on the pitch the once. It's going to be a throw taken by Warren Hackett, who'll have enjoyed his one and only appearance at Leyton Stadium in the first team this year. Signed, of course, from Spurs, where he served his YTS, or apprenticeship, or whatever they call it now. That is the final whistle. The players turn and clap the crowd. There's a few young boys run on the pitch to congratulate their friends. It's slightly different to the situation we had 2 years ago, the last game of the season, when the pitch was absolutely covered. That was against Wrexham, but all the same, a nice way to end football at Leyton Stadium this season. My name's Ian Richardson. I look forward to seeing you next year with Charlie Dunford video, and of course we've got the highlights of the season coming up, hopefully ready for the start of the season, and there's some great goals on there for you to see. What I'll do now is I'll hand you over to Steve Jenkins, who'll give you the match statistics, and I'll see you in season 1991-92.
Well, thank you, Ian. Here we go. The final facts and figures were as follows. Leyton Orient had 12 attempts, of which 6 were on target, against Reading's 4, of which 2 are on target. The O's gained 7 corners to Reading's 4. Orient conceded 4 free kicks to Reading's 11. Orient is offside on 7 occasions, the same as Reading. And the attendance this afternoon was 2,648, which obviously, because of the last game, nothing resting on it here at Brisbane Road is the reason why the gate was so low. Otherwise, I'm sure they had a few more thousand here for an exciting game as it transpired at the end of the day. And the goals came as follows. The first goal that Orient scored by Danny Carter in the 28th minute, descended from an excellent bit of work by Hackett and Berry on the left here, giving Danny Carter the chance to shoot home from the edge of the area. Edge of the 6-yard box, should I say. And then in the second half we had Greg Berry, a fine individual goal, winning an excellent tackle midway inside the Reading half wide on their left, and he in turn cut into the box and fired home low past the keeper and put the O's 2-0 up. And then we had Steve Castle 3 minutes later from the penalty spot following a foul on Kevin Nugent to put the O's 3-0 up and well on course for the points, and obviously he was under less pressure than he was last week. And then wrapping up the points definitely for him was Terry Howard from a free kick outside the box, one of his long-range specials, the ball being tapped to him and again being fired hard and low under the keeper's body to make the final score here at Brisbane Road. Leyton Orient 4, Reading 0.
Shrewsbury. Oh, and he's worked his way through delightfully. Goes down with no power there behind the cross, and Orient get the throw. Well, Nugent's calling for it. He goes towards Sidden. And Orient get corner number 7. Well, no doubt Frank Clark and Peter Eustace will be hoping that Orient are going to make this pressure count before the night is too much older. There's another corner comes on. That's a good flick across, and oh! 1-0. Well, the header was flicked back by Nugent. And there was Lee Harvey, the scorer for the second home game in succession. Once again with his head. 22 minutes gone. Well, 23 in fact. And Orient, as we just preempted, have made some of that pressure count now. Leyton Orient 1, Maidstone 0. And rather blatant trip there on Kevin Nugent. So Pike then going across to take this free kick. Stashworth just making sure that wall's back the full 10 yards. Pike then floats that one in. Oh, and it's a goal! A great header! A great header into the back of the net before Feeney had a chance to move. And Stevie Castle has made it Orient to Maidstone 0. Great header that by Castle, Steve.
It's great. Gave the keeper no chance there. Very well worked free kick, I must admit.
Well, if we're anything to go by, Castle scored against Birmingham. Though beg their pardon.
Swansea.
Against Swansea. So did Harvey, and Sayer must be wondering if he's going to get in on the act as well. Could be a repeat performance. But meantime, a trip there, and the referee certainly thought about it. Cross comes shot there. Reached by Sayer. Harvey. Laid back to Baker. Pike. Goes a little chip over the top. Can Harvey get there? He can. He gets a low ball in. Oh, a tremendous goal. Kevin Nugent, the scorer, right on the stroke of half-time. And a well-worked goal. A beautiful low ball in from Harvey. And Nugent buried that one past Feeney.
Yeah, beautiful patient build-up by the Orient, and both Harvey and Sayer found themselves tight at the touchline there, and then come Baker again and combine well with Pike to put that through ball through for Nugent to slot home.
Little ball over the top, Baker. Nugent, good footwork, and a nice lay down there by Sayer, but he mucks it all up with a bad pass. Offside, surely? No, says the referee. And a goal. Maidstone back in this one. Ken Chanery, who's been on the pitch just a few moments, pulls one back. It's 3-1. There's certainly a suspicion offside about that goal, Steve.
Well, I couldn't quite see from here from the angle, but again, it's down to the officials to judge that situation, and he put away the goal well.
Well, Maidstone find a way back in, perhaps. Still a long way to them to go, but should they get 2 goals back and survive extra time, they would be the side that goes through. So Orient must keep awake.
Minutes of the second half have been pretty quiet.
And indeed they were, as Orient then take the throw at last. Little header on. Would it come down to Sayer? But he got his header in second chance round, but no real power behind it, and Beanie gratefully grasping that one. Being allowed to take the ball some distance, Baker. Finds Harvey. Trying to get his ball across, which he does. Oh, and there's a push there, was there? Well, everybody appealed there. The Maidstone bench appealed for a push on their man. The Orient crowd appealing for the penalty. And in the end, Maidstone it is who get the free kick. A push by Nugent.
But I thought it was a penalty, to be quite honest. Berry ended up in the net anyway.
Oh, and once again, a high boot coming in and catching Castle in the side of the head.
He's got a cut face there. Can tell defending on that one.
We'll try and get a look at Steve Castle there to see if we can see any damage. Certainly there must be a cut, the way the physio's holding the towel to Castle's head. Well, he's certainly been in the walls tonight, Castle.
And last week as well. I think we'd be glad to see the back of Maidstone.
They've looked a lot brighter since they scored the goal, Maidstone.
The referee's trying to organise the ball at the moment.
Well, it's quite a lengthy layoff this for Castle, and surely, to be fair to everybody, he's walking around. He could be able to leave the pitch and take this treatment off the pitch and let the game carry on, Steve.
Yes, well, obviously Orient have the advantage at the moment now. It's not their fault that Steve Castle was fouled there, so the referee obviously...
Heels clearance. Oh dear, oh dear. And Castle finds himself in, superbly done. The hustler himself has scored. Steve Castle, 4-1 on the night, 6-3 on aggregate. And that's what you get for perseverance and chasing up every loose ball.
Yes, determination here, which Steve Castle's never been short of in his career here at Leyton Orient. We're very pleased for the guy. He's one of been knocked around most in this game.
Well, 83 minutes gone, and Castle makes it safe now without a doubt. As that ball's played in by Pritchard. Easily caught there by Hield. Against Pitcher. And Harvey does well. And still Harvey. And gets a good cross in. Action Pong manages to retrieve. And gets the corner.
And a great run by Lee Harvey. It's good to see him have a go early on in the game, and let's hope he is fully match fit.
Jeff Pike then with the Orient corner. Seddon gets up there. Well, Charlton in some disarray at the moment. Oh, and the shot just goes wide from Seddon. Well, the Charlton defence certainly are 6s and 7s. And John Seddon, the Orient centre-half, almost taken advantage, but the ball goes wide, and it's a goal kick. There he gets the free kick. Five minutes gone, and Orient have this free kick just outside the Charlton box, rather.
See Terry Howard moving menacingly up here to the edge of the area for this attempt. We all know Brisbane Radie's got a shot on him, so perhaps we fancy his chances here.
Carter just rolls this one off. Comes back to Pike, that's deflected. A chance for Harvey to get the chip in. Oh, it's just wide. The offside flag up, nevertheless. With the clearance, looks towards Nugent. Oh, and it almost works its way through. This is Carter. Gets a low shot in, it's hit the post. And Pike couldn't get a contact with the shot he was looking for. Zorasic couldn't work his way through either. Pike. So the Charlton enjoying a spell of pressure they've yet to have in this match. Carter. Well, it's going to fall down to Mackenzie. We can get a shot in from here, Mackenzie, and it's pushed around there by Hield. Charlton's first shot on target. Jumped.
Well played.
Oh, and Chapong did well. Oh, he just needed a touch, and it's put away for a corner by pitcher. And Harvey looks injured. Looks like an ankle injury, Steve.
Yes, I don't know if he actually twisted it away in the collision with the Charlton defender there, but he certainly is in some agony, and Bill Songhurst will have to work hard to ensure that Lee continues in this game. He may even be asked to go off the pitch here for treatment.
Slightly under-hit return from Pike that time. Achampong. Room for the cross this time. There's Harvey! Oh, it's hit the bar! And it goes away for the throw, and a second time this evening, Orient trying the woodwork. Carter. Jinks a little cross in there, goes Harvey! Oh, down goes Harvey, and he's given the penalty. Handball. We've had 3 minutes injury time and drama now. Handball given. Well, what more drama can you ask? There surely can be no time for a reply, and if Castle scores from this penalty kick, Orient will be in the third round draw. Charlton protest. To no avail. Mr. Bash pointed straight to the spot for the handball. And now Steve Castle against Mike Salmon for a place in the third round of the League Cup. Well, who'd be Steve Castle now? The pressure really on him. Castle against Salmon. Castle scores! And Orient surely are going into the third round draw. And Orient, I'm being told, the first shot actually on target.
That's quite right. Their first attempt on target.
Well, can Charlton yet muster an attack? Howard pumps that one downfield. The header comes back again. Offside against Garth Crooks. As the ball goes back to Paul Hill. Quite content to keep possession now and play out those last few remaining seconds. As Hill clears, and that's the final whistle. Orient go through to the third round in dramatic fashion. A 90-minute penalty from Steve Castle, 3 minutes into injury time, gives Orient victory, 3-2 on aggregate. Orient through, Charlton out. Steve, the final statistics.
Well, what a dramatic finish here. It's certainly about time Orient had some luck. The final facts and figures are as follows. Leyton Orient had 6 attempts, of which 1 was on target. That 90th minute penalty by Steve Castle. Charlton had 8 attempts, of which 3 were on target. The O's gained 8 corners, the Charlton's 5. The O's conceded 7 free kicks, Charlton 17. Orient was offside on 12 occasions, and that was the same as Charlton Athletic. The 2 bookings were in the first half, Watson and Pick, both from Charlton Athletic, in the 12th and the 37th minute respectively. But at the end of the day, it's Leyton Orient that go into the next round of the Rumbelows League Cup to hopefully face first division opposition. But that remains to be seen. Thanks for watching us here at Brisbane Road. We hope you enjoyed this tape. It's Andy Gilson and Steve Jenkins with Charlie Dunford. Wishing you well, hoping to see you at the next home game.
Zorosic just steers that back to his keeper. Clearance towards Harvey again, who does get up for the flick this time. Now Carter. What a terrible back pass. Here comes Berry. Low ball in. A shot. Hit the bar. Goodness me, Palace's hearts went in their mouths there. And it was Terry Howard who got the final touch there.
It's a great run by Berry, who anticipated that back pass and put in a very dangerous low cross there.
One completed the wrong way, and Sitton's going to have to come in here and close down, but it's Zorasic, who gets the vital touch, and suicidal ball back. Goodness me, Castle, what was he thinking about? This is promising for Palace. Good cross comes in, the header comes in, and it's in there! No, the whistle's gone. Handball. In fact, the offside flag up as well, but Ian agrees with me, he thought he saw a hand.
Well, the linesman certainly put his flag up well before the ball.
Salako, that man with a bag of tricks up his sleeve, lays it back. The cross is jinked in. Picked up though by Gray again. Room pass for the cross, indeed it is. The head is a good one, it's in! 1 minute left on the clock and complete tragedy for Orient. Palace have scored and Charlie now are going into the fourth round. Gone. A hopeful pumped up the pitch. Castle tries to get in ball and just on the edge of the box there. Now a last chance for Orient. We are in injury time at the end of this match. What can they do here? Can they yet summon something? It's going to be a little travesty if they are denied extra time at least. That wall's got to go back. Well, strange enough, Orient making a substitution. Zorasic off. Achampong on. Now Orient, the last chance surely of this match. They've got to belt this one over the top. And this could be a break on for Palace. Here comes Ian Wright. Palace throw taken quickly. Well into injury time now. There can't be a lot of that left. Palace happy to keep possession now. Salako. Offside. Now one last chance for Orient, surely. There could be... Hill clears. Hefty clearance away now. There goes a break for Palace again. Achampong being called back by the referee. Well, Orient still can be proud of the way they battled over 2 matches. Sad for them that they had to succumb to such a late goal, and I think even the most neutral of people will agree Palace have been something more than fortuitous with that goal tonight. But the punch there by Hill. It's going to have to be a punt down the field for Orient. That's not the way they're going to do it. And indeed, the final whistle goes. Disaster at the end for Orient. succumbing to an 89th minute goal. They receive a standing ovation from their fans, and deservedly so. They were within 60 seconds of making extra time. And Palace can thank their lucky stars and go through to meet Southampton in the 4th round. We'll have a final summary from Ian Richardson and Steve Jenkins. Woodward looks towards Nugent, and Nugent goes down. No foul, says the referee. And Orient get the throw. Baker, the man to take this one. Finds Carter. Good turn by Carter, and gets a cross in, which is deflected behind by Cornwall for a corner. Jeff Pike with the corner then. Oh, good flick this time, and Nugent now. Carter could be in here. Has he overrun it? Still Carter, but in the end, Sansom does well. Came out, narrowed the angle, and grabbed the ball at the feet of Carter. It's middle, and a real opportunity for Southend to break. If Answer can get on the end of this one, he can. Gets his cross in. Heels dropped it, and it's gone behind for the corner. Well, Orient's hearts went in their mouths then. And Orient have a player down. Harvey's header. Now a chase on here. A chance for Berry, surely, if he can get his ball in. He stops, checks, delays just a second, jinks across in, a chance! And it's in there from Steve Castle! Orient have the lead at last. 66 minutes gone. And now we're going to have a game on our hands. 24 minutes left on the clock. Southend now committed to attack. Both clubs know that as far as winning the cup, that's almost impossible, but financially there is a chance for a big tie as that ball's played in. A chance, a shot, it's deflected, a goal! It's in there, the equaliser. But the Orient defence a little slow to react, and Southend strike back immediately. I think it was probably Tilson who got the touch. We'll wait for confirmation. In fact, it was Brett Angel they're leading on again. Pryor against Nugent. Well, he done well there. Carter looking for support. Jinxer, a wicked-looking crossing. Berry gets his head in. Oh, and it's in there. Goodness me, what excitement. This time it's Nugent. Greg Berry did so well. 2 in a minute. 70 minutes gone. It's 2-1 Orient. What a cup side this is turning out to be. Oh, dear. Now then, Austin.
Let's give it to the Orient now.
No time wasting. It's strange when you're losing 2-1 in a cup tie, I must say. Oh, what was Howard doing there? But Berry did get to it, and he gets across in. Chance, it's in again! 3-1. It's Steve Castle again, is it? And surely now. The game's safe. And the ball's picked up here by Locke. Southend substitute. It's a low ball in. Perhaps a chance. Onside, surely a chance for the second goal. It's in there. Southend back in it with a shout. Orient looks at the linesman. But now we've got a finale on our hands. And Orient fans are going to have to hold their breath. It's Orient 3, Southend 2. And there are 4 minutes left on the clock. Well, that's going to hang up, and Harvey gets a cross in. It's gone right across. Goodness me, it's not away yet. It's a chance. Oh, great save by Sampson. Howard of Castle rather saw his hat-trick up there. And indeed, that's the final whistle. Orient go through. Having to battle against the severe conditions they did last week in the first match. Howard moves up to take this one. Shaken away from the foot of Berry there. Now Pike's got a bit of chasing to do. Does well, in fact. Now Baker. Good ball. First time ball in. The flag stays down. Nugent with a chance for the cross. A low one in and put away for the corner. Good move. English ball out wide. Donald's ball in's a good one. Free header and a goal. Colchester have taken the lead. Would you believe it? The Orient defence again standing watching. And Hill with little chance against that header. 22 minutes gone. Baker clears. Carter now has a chance perhaps to go for goal. Carter, and still Carter. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. That is a brilliant goal, Danny Carter.
Best goal of the season, that, Andy. He must have beaten 4 or 5 players on that run.
Well, a solo effort if ever there was one. Carter brings Orient back in the frame. 32 minutes gone. Howard. And a push there. Once again by Malman, who's living dangerously. Now, there must be about 6 occasions of Wiseman that Malman has fouled Carter. All niggly little challenges, and the short referee has taken note of that. And a precariously placed free kick for Colchester to defend in injury time at the end of this first half. Now what can Orient muster here? Howard! Oh, there you go! Terry Howard, we love that one. No messing around. Poor Scott Barrett really didn't have a chance to move. Terry Howard straight in the back of the Colchester net in injury time in the first half. And Howard makes it Orient 2, Colchester 1. Nugent with the header. Carter. Oh, first time chance of going. Oh, another great goal. And this time Jeff Pike gets it right. First goal of the season for Jeff Pike, and he caught that absolutely perfectly. And we have had 3 magnificent goals from Orient in one game. Minutes gone. Jeff Pike now makes it 3-1 to Orient. As the temperature drops, it becomes rather cold up here again. Carter. Jinks across it. Atchibald gets a slide header. Oh, it's hit the post and it's in there! From Kevin Nugent, was it? Or Steve Castle? It was Castle, in fact, who got the goal. His 12th goal of the season. Begging his pardon, crediting somebody else. 71 minutes gone, and now surely Orient are going to play Swindon's down in the 4th round. Leads Steve Castle, getting the rebound in off the post. Harry O'Walsh. Could be a corner. Indeed it is.
Indeed it isn't.
It hasn't gone out yet. Healed out of position, the header away. Picked up by Castle. Oh, and a terrible challenge. That's infuriated the Orient players, and ugly scenes breaking out here. And I think we're all in agreement that the player involved has got to go for that challenge. 2 foot, studs raised into Castle.
What I found very sorry to see were a lot of the Colchester players saw it as an excuse to have a fight, and he's gone off and he deserved to go off. That was a disgusting tackle.
Well, Granger it is, leaving the field to a chorus of boos, and I don't think Colchester can have too many complaints. A 2 foot studs up challenge, and from behind, and that's a fair decision by Mr. Wiseman. Baker. Now then, can Orient exploit the shortcomings in his Colchester side? They have to throw. Zosic, cross comes in, the flick, action Fong, couldn't get in there, the feet of Barrett saves it. Hull, and another great save by Barrett again. 2 saves from Hull since he's come on. And if anyone's going to leave the field with any credit for Colchester, surely will be their goalkeeper. Couldn't fault him on any of the goals, and certainly pulled off a couple of fine saves to prevent it being an embarrassing scoreline for them. We've got 2 sets of statistics coming up. We've got Ian Richardson with the Steve Baker statistics, and Steve Jenkins with the match statistics. Ian, are those statistics ready? Indeed they are.
As Andy explained to you earlier in the game, we're looking to do something different, and we decided to look at each player and just give you some insight into what the positions entail in the Orient football team. Steve Baker, playing at right back today, was called on to make something like 35, 36 passes or clearances, along with about 10 tackles, as well as the throw-ons he had to take. He had to make about 10 throws. He only gave away 1 free kick in the whole game. Obviously it's quite interesting to see how many passes he's had to make. If you compared that the tackles that he's had to make with that of say a midfielder, you might find it's a bit different. Anyway, so I'll pass you over to Steve Jenks for the final match statistics.
Right, okay, here we go, get the facts and figures. Leyton Orient had 15 attempts, of which 10 were on target, to Colchester's 8, who had 3 on target. The O's gained 9 corners to Colchester's 3, and the Orient conceded 11 free kicks to Colchester's 19. The O's were caught offside on 4 occasions, the same amount as Colchester United. The goals came as follows. Colchester took the lead in the 22nd minute by Masters, getting a header at the far post, before Danny Carter scored a fine individual goal, picking the ball halfway up inside the U's half, deploying in the far corner to make it 1-1. And then the O's scored in the stroke of half-time, when Terry Howard planted a superb free kick into the far post, following the offence being made right in the centre on the edge of the area, to put the O's 2-1 up at half-time. Almost straight after the second half started, Jeff Pike actually almost sealed the game for the O's, scoring a smashing lob, come shot into the top corner in the 51st minute to put the O's well in control and 3-1 up. And then the 4th goal came in the 71st minute, when Steve Castle finally put the ball into the back of the net after first hitting the post to put the O's up against Swindon Town at Brisbane Road in the first week in January. And unfortunately for Colchester there, Granger sent off in the 78th minute for a reckless challenge on Steve Castle to really ruin the night as far as the U's concerned. But the final score here tonight at Brisbane Road is Leyton Orient 4, Colchester United 1.
Gets a touch to it, it's still not away yet. Harvey, and he couldn't make the connection he was looking for.